All right, and welcome back to Korg's Python classes. So this time around, we're gonna do another game, and it's called like an RPG simulator. So it's just a text-based little adventure. But yeah, so let's get started. Before we actually start our coding and our prototyping or prototyping to put it into that Python file, we want to like draw up how it's going to look or how it's going to flow. So we're going to do a flow chart, and we're going to use this site called draw.io. Type that in, enter. All right. Then we're going to create a new diagram, and we're going to select a flow chart right here. Okay. And then we're going to take this all, select it, and then move it, and there we're going to manipulate it. Okay. So let's go in a little bit. And let's move this up right here, delete this arrow, and we're gonna do our intro for the game. So let's say, hey, this is where you start, or welcome to RPG Simulator, right? So we're gonna do just to start. This is gonna be a representation of what you're gonna do. Like for this program that we're gonna write, we're just gonna really do a lot of functions that are gonna do like the start of it, the intro, the location or something like that. All right, so then to add something here, so we're going to do hover over that arrow, then hover over here and select this little square. It'll create it for us. Okay, this is the flow, and we're going to do our intro here, so we can make up whatever we want. So like we're in adventure, a soldier, anything like that. You set the mood with the introduction. Then let's continue. Hover. Then let's see. Oh, okay, you finally got to that location where you have to make a choice. So let's set that scenario up, and we're gonna do like, okay, let's say we got to a building, and then we're gonna have to choose something from there. So building. All right. So now that we're in this building, we see that there's two rooms, and we want to give the player, hey, two options. You can either choose to go into the first room or the second room. So we get this triangle right here, and we select the arrow to connect it right here. Okay, and so we can either be like room, we can be enter room, and we could be like, hey, you can either enter room 1 or you can enter room 2, like that. And if they enter room 1, let's actually delete this and do the arrow here, and then another one right here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so room 1, and then room 2. All right, so let's say we selected room 1. What would happen? So we could be like, okay, you found some gold, or you found the monster, now you gotta fight it, or if you found some gold, let's loot the room, or we can go back over here. And again, it's going to be another choice, but we also have to set the mood for the room. Like, okay, you got to room 1, and like you got another choice right away. No, let's be like, that's up to you to decide. But we can be like, okay, well, this is the room description, so let's add a room description. Right here, so make this a little smaller. So room 1 description. And let's do that to the other room as well. So just Control CV, then connect it. Cool. All right, and then we're gonna have it make a choice right here. So we went to the first room, and in that room we found some gold. So we can either loot, or we can return to the previous location, the main building right here. But we don't want to go back to just like, hey, this is the setting for the building to go to those rooms. No, we're just going to go back here where it tells the user, hey, what room do you want to go back into? So we can do something like this, okay? So if the user chooses to loot or return, and we'll say, hey, if you choose return, it's a 2, and if you choose to loot, it's something else. Oh, let's put it right here. We're gonna do game over. So let's say we're gonna repeat ourselves a lot, so I apologize. But okay, so we entered the room, we chose the first room, we got the room description, we let the user choose, hey, like 1 or 2, if you want to return back to the rooms to select a different room, or you want to select this one again, go back in a loop, but you don't want that. But you can, and you can get out of it as well. Okay, and then we're gonna loot, right? So we're gonna be like, okay, once we loot, the game is essentially over, if we want it to be over, and we're gonna be, okay, well, yeah, it's over. So 1 and loot. Yeah, that might help us here. Return. But let's say we start the game, right, and we're at this decision point, and we say, okay, no, we wanted to go to the second room. We get the second room description, and we find a monster or something, and then we can either choose another decision, Control C. We can either choose to, hey, we're not strong enough to defeat this monster, so let's return to the room, rooms in the building, and choose something else. Choose the first room instead, right? And then we can go through these options right here. But let's see, we're gonna, in this room 1, we're gonna either fight or flee. All right, and then here to go that's 2 flee. Okay, just so there's a distinction. Technically, we are returning, but it's more descriptive. All right, and then if we choose to fight, we can easily be like, okay, you won, and that's it. Or we can introduce something like a random probability. So the probability is that if you fight, 1, you win, or you lose. And either way, the game's over, because if you win, you defeat the monster and you go on your own, or 2, you defeat the monster defeats you and you die and the game's over. So let's add that. Let's add a box right here. So we're gonna put 2. Actually, no. We're gonna delete this. And we're going to put something right here. And then we're going to be, let's do a cloud. So this is going to be our probability. Okay. 1, fight. And this is going to have 2 options, but they're technically just one path. It's the randomization that's going to happen here. So this is win, die. Okay. And either way, whether we win or die, we're going to return over here, and we're going to go. We're going to be game over. That's annoying. Okay. And then just go here like that, and then like this. Do that. We just want to organize it for ourselves. Totally that. Totally don't have OCD or anything. All right, cool. There we are. And that's it. Okay. So then we kind of have the diagram that we need to keep in check or take into consideration as we're building out our code. So in the next video, I'm going to start slowly coding this, prototyping it, and then we're gonna keep on keeping on. All right. Sorry for the terrible video, but yeah, till next time. But yeah, do a flowchart, makes it easier to lay out how you want your program to go, and so you program it in a little better way, and you're less confused. And sorry if I confused you. All right, I should stop apologizing. All right, bye.